I was already planning that I was going to have a surprise birthday for Dad in January. And he had the audacity to die in September. I feel like Dad labored all through his life. And when it just looked like it was almost time for him to start having little tangerine from his labor, it just packed up. It's sad.
We brought 3 orphaned siblings into the studio today to discuss some difficult questions about their relationship.
Remember when Mommy died? That uncle was like, oh, don't worry. Whenever you want to pay school fees. Till today, have you collected 5 naira?
We've known loss too deeply. I don't think I can exist in a world where you don't exist. See, I am God. I say God, babe. I will actually run mad.
Not having both parents is like you being lost. Like when I was in school, like I didn't have like people to check up on me, like maybe ask.
With prompts coming up like, I feel our family relatives supported us enough after we lost our parents. Father's Day and Mother's Day still gets me emotional. Let's see if these orphaned siblings will be vulnerable enough to face this ultimate test of honesty. I am the better cook.
The day he fried plantain, he was so excited he posted it on his WhatsApp status. And it was all oily.
I'm wishing to learn.
You can't learn anymore, please.
Why?
You're married. The plantain burned. Everything was black. And he was still proud enough to post it on WhatsApp status.
I put granola oil on fire now. Oh, I only press red just because I don't cook.
Yeah,
If I cook,
no.
I don't think you'll be better than me. Because the only thing you cook is what I call, now.
No need to argue. You know I'm the better
Well, I can
cook.
cook now.
But I'm the better cook.
Yeah,
You can cook, I can, but I'm the better cook.
Yeah, you are the better cook. I think your favorite dish that I like is maybe your spaghetti.
Jollof rice, uncle.
She knows how to cook jollof as well.
Do you like African dishes? I like a bit more continental dishes, but I can cook
Is
African
that the
dishes.
food you used to eat in your house? In your parents' house?
You grow. Your boss say, so I've discovered my palate. I'm a bit of a fancy babe now. You get me?
He said I was 6 when Momsi died. Stabola was handling the cooking. Then before Stabola joined Statokwe, so it was me. And then I remember that, I was doing the cooking at some point when they were not around. Yeah, so.
And I think there was one time that we made ogbono and the seasoning was not enough.
Is it not better than for the seasoning to be too much? Go and ask, why didn't you add salt?
I'm just saying.
Should have added salt now.
If I need to turn semo, I can still run it. If I need to cook it, I don't like.
Do you cook in this house?
Yes, but you don't like the food I cook. Yes, you don't like the food I cook.
When last have you cooked for me?
Because every time I cook for you, say, where's that one? I cannot eat that one. I make sure to give you protein. Don't I give you protein whenever I make protein? If I give you macaroni, will you eat it?
If not for God, I will not die. Don't worry, let's move on.
If I give you pasta, will you eat it?
You're the better cook in your serene. That's the only thing I would say.
I was our parents' favorite child.
Why do you think you're the favorite?
Looking at my mom's side, being the only boy in the family, make her have that kind of passion in anything I do. Like, okay, Oko Mio, she prioritized being on my side. I don't think mommy and daddy actually showed favoritism.
No, they did not.
Even though they favored you a lot of times, Sha, in the later of their years.
Daddy.
No, everybody, but in short, safe. I suppose you're supposed to press green. You're a favorite child.
To daddy, I'll say maybe. To mommy, I don't think so. Mommy never gave me any extra privilege.
It's a lie.
I'm promising you.
Your life should be green.
No.
I was mom's favorite. You can't even dispute that.
Yeah, I have secrets with mom.
She has secrets with me. I have the password to all her phones. You remember when she died? I was one that transferred all the money from her account. I think I remember many times when I do something wrong and I have to run to mom or run to dad, and you guys do not dare touch me.
That's because you are the last born.
Even though. I don't think they really played the favorite game. The reason we can't say this is because you are the only son and I'm the last born, so I definitely have to have some favoritism.
Who did they flog the most in her life?
Hey, mommy flogged me the most. Jesus. Hey. Let's not go there. I don't think that mommy ever beat you that I saw.
No.
Aside from that one time that you had like a very serious that she threw.
This is true. Is it pot?
But me, see, once I just annoy her like this, that our kitchen door, she just enter.
But I don't think daddy ever flogged me, Sha. Daddy never flogged me.
You see, and why you are saying me, daddy flogged me, mommy flogged me? What are you talking about? My name is Temitope Evidini, popularly known as Pacheda, and I am the founder and lead planner at Ame Experience, an event management company. This is my brother. This is my egbo.
My name is
Ibi Ladayo. I'm a film director and a filmmaker. It's weird to say this, but I'm also the founder of Cruise coincidentally. Yes.
Coincidentally, we are orphans.
Yeah, and this is my, did I say baby sister?
I'm not a baby, I'm a full-grown woman. What
beg
do you
you.
mean? How does it feel to be an orphan? It's very gut-wrenching. That's the word. I don't have closure. I have a lot of anger towards the situation, and I keep telling God to help me. It's tough, man. It's very rough out here. And adulthood is not even funny. I actually just miss having a home to go. I have my own house. I miss having home. Like, oh, I just don't want to deal with things right now. I want to go home. That's a feeling I don't have anymore. That's a thing I don't have anymore.
I think the easiest way to explain it is this feeling of being alone, kind of, even when you're not alone. In addition to the case of how we lost our parents, it's not something that's common that you lose both parents at the same time, the same day. I mean, most people that have lost both parents, maybe someone passed on this time, someone passed on this time. Imagine just waking up in the morning and you're realizing that both parents are
Gone.
It's just a very gut-wrenching feeling. It's a different feeling when it's a natural cause, but when you know that somebody responsible for taking the life of two people at the same time, and I don't pray for anyone to experience it.
I don't wish it on anybody. This is actually the one thing I can say I don't wish on my worst enemy, and I'm a petty babe.
To be honest, there are some things I wouldn't do if our parents were still here.
Mine's like a maybe. And I'm just maybe just my hair.
I think you would have still done it.
I was really going to do it, but maybe I would have hesitated a bit. Maybe I just like to respect their views.
I think you'd have still done it because
Yeah, I was already on my own person.
And aside that, they became more lax. It's not I can't do it because they are here thing.
No, obviously. But you know me, I hate confrontation.
Fair enough.
Even if they were alive, everything I'm doing now, I will still do them. I am still the da. But for you have already pierced your ears. If daddy was alive, would you pierce? And if we see you, we get raped.
I did it before he died.
Who have full
he was on a sick bed, but he saw me.
Going for late night parties.
I will.
You cannot. If you were in your father's house, you cannot.
Okay.
If
that
you're
was
in
if
your
I was in my
father's
father's house. I'll probably sneak out, but I'll still do whatever I want to do.
I wouldn't have got a piercing. And if you can remember vividly, I got my piercing about a year after that. Yeah. So I feel like, okay, I'm now liberated, like I'm now an adult.
I feel like if Popsy was still alive, I don't think you'd have an issue with it anymore. Especially you're not in the house anymore.
Yes.
You might just say, it's not the way he always complains about you taking bike to work. But he didn't stop you literally.
I understand. Being in the house or not being in the house doesn't really matter. What matters a lot now is the fact that I know that even if I should do it now, on getting my first appearance to my dad, it will be like, Lily.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And that is even the same reason why, because of my uncle till now, I couldn't even get a tat.
I feel you're
No, it's normal now. But I know that this man doesn't like it, so I still give him that regard.
But you have drawn this thing at your back.
Yes.
Your tattoo.
Okay, so let me pause. I don't like that.
You that the way you came home, they say you should remove your leg chin.
But I still wear it back, and we argued it out. There's nothing I do outside that I can't do at home. If I'm wearing short skirt, I wear it home. If they will shout, they will shout. We'll talk about it. Like, if it's that bad, then I will see reasons. But it was a conversation. I personally never liked tattoos. This was when you just act out of pain. That was what this was. So I wouldn't have needed to get a tattoo. But if I loved it and I wanted it, you go drag them, no knee.
I don't think there is anything I'm doing now that I wouldn't have done if dad or mom were alive.
And you are more Lily.
In fact, I think they're going to enable me. I'm a good girl. Although I've considered tats, and if Popsy was still alive, I would have done tats if I want to. So I would do it in a place where we don't see it.
I'm Babatunde Elijah. I'm a business person. I deal with electronics. And this is my sister.
I am Abatsi Oluwatoyosi Dorcas. I'm a social media manager. I'm a content creator. And this is my brother, Abatsi Babatunde Elijah Babs. The greatest sacrifice he has done for me, I think it would be showing up for me, even when things are hard for him. When I was in school and my school fees and some other things that I get from him and my other siblings, I know that sometimes when he does those things, it's not because he has enough. It's just because he has to show up. It's because he's trying to be like a responsible father, taking the stead of my dad. Losing a parent is like breaking a leg. You can get a prosthetic to fit in but that's not the actual leg. It creates a void that even if you try to fill in with something, it's still not the real deal. The void is always there. You can't put something else to cover the void, but it's still there. It's still not the real deal.
Hey guys, thank you for all of you who subscribed to the channel already. Our next goal is to hit 300,000 subscribers. So if you're not subscribed yet, we'll appreciate if you hit the subscribe button right now. Let's move over to the next prompt. Considering our parents aren't here, my approval is compulsory for your romantic relationships.
I wouldn't say it's compulsory. I would have to trust you that you know the right decisions to make. And I think to a large extent, I think I trust that you make that decisions. But if I say anything that's off, obviously, I'll tell you. But it's not like...
If anybody should try me, better be ready to rock.
What's your business?
I'm
I don't
Jolori Ebi
understand.
now, like...
Yeah, Jolori Ebi.
It's not like I'll say, oh, don't marry this person, or I'll just say in such a way that, are you sure you want to marry this person? This person, I noticed this and this and this and this. Are you sure
That
you
one
want
is
to marry
very
this one?
normal, but it's not as if you have the
For an extent, I have a say now.
No, you don't have a say.
I don't think I have to approve your romantic. You're grown enough to make the decision yourself. So I trust you to. You know what you want. So I'm just too little to be the one deciding who you should be with.
While growing, I've observed so many decisions you took. I can say I give it a 90 out of the 100.
It should be
90.
99.
Yes.
I don't want 90.
Yeah, on my part, it's my opinion. So having a 90 out of 100, when you are getting a spouse, I don't think I have to authorize or no. I believe you know the best, and you are now even an adult.
I do trust your decisions. I've never known you to make irrational decisions. You've always been a very head-on, straight person. So I really, really value your opinions.
This question will be a little bit difficult for me to answer. If not for a few months ago, they finally let me know that, oh, see this person, no. If not, I'll be like, how would I know how to answer?
No.
I think if the tables were turned, I would have said the same. I wouldn't mind you giving a say on my relationship, especially because you trust me enough to make the right decision.
Exactly.
I have
we'll
a say.
pray about it.
I have
Okay,
a
it's fine.
say. Because I'll be the one to sit down as Baba Yawo in the
No,
wedding.
the twins.
The twins,
Yes.
our younger siblings.
Yes.
When me, I did here. Okay, I go be MC. Because I don't get.
That is what I want. See your wedding.
Okay, which of the twins?
The two of them, they will hold
The
my
two-
hands left and right.
Nah. Mommy will be better that day now.
It's the twins. They will be the ones to walk me down the aisle also.
Can't be.
Okay.
Father's Day and Mother's Day still gets me emotional.
On Mother's Day, I don't even want to check people's status because I'll see people posting their mommy, oh, my mommy is this, my mommy is that, my mommy is this. So I don't just want to check people's status and post any pictures. I'll just be on my own. There's no how I will see those pictures and videos that I won't get emotional.
I did not feel like I celebrated them enough when they were here. I always see celebrations as, I just wish maybe I was a bit loud about it while they were here. So now I cannot do it anymore, you get.
So most times when Father's Day or Mother's Day comes around, especially Father's Day, I do feel that absence, like, kade ni baba you want. At least I will have somewhere to run to.
I think emotions are expressed in different ways.
Yeah.
My own kind of reaction to those days is just another normal day. So in my own calendar, it's like you just strike out Mother's and Father's Day.
It doesn't exist
So
to me.
even if I'm online, I don't engage in those kind of
Yeah,
posts. Not
me
because
too.
I don't want to celebrate with you, but I don't just want to trigger
Myself.
myself. If I see your story on that day,
I don't.
I'm out.
On days when I have big wins, it just aches my heart when I can't look back and see my parents telling me I'm proud of you, you're doing well and all of that. When I was awarded with a first class degree, when I graduated as the world best graduating
Though I
student
was
in
there
my
even
school.
present.
I really wish that, Popsy or Momsy was, and you did not come.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, huh? Obi there.
Especially Mother's Day, because they celebrate Mother's Day maybe 3 or 4 times. Anytime I see anyone post anything about maybe my mother, I almost became a hater. If I should just see anybody Mama, get out, Jerry. We know your mom is just go, rest. We know your mom is nice, rest. Let's hear word.
This is not who we are, but it's just grief and the pain that made us feel like this.
You guys have this power to bring your parents back. Who would you bring?
My
Definitely our
mommy.
mom. Because our dad was 90. before we lost him. And he had some health complications. It would be bad to bring him back to come and be, say, he didn't do me.
I think that where I struggle a little is because I'm now having friends that are mothers, and I do want to celebrate like these days with them. I want to acknowledge it. But it's very hard for me. So if I can, like, you know, there's some days you wake up differently. If I have a little bit of capacity, great. If I don't, I know they see anything. No.
I feel our relatives supported us enough after we lost our parents.
Remember when mommy died? That uncle was like, oh, don't worry. Whenever you want to pay school fees. Whenever you want to pay school fees, just call me. The twins, what class are they? Kiniko, just call me. Like in the presence of people. Till today, have you collected 5 naira from?
Not even.
So I would say we didn't really get much because everything we've done, school fees, house rent, everything, we've always done it ourselves. Everything.
I think I have a very, very good uncle. And I'm using this as an opportunity to like appreciate him. Mr. Olushino Abati. May God continue to bless you. Even before losing that, the man stood there like, Emini Babai, I can do everything. I can say it boldly that this man is the only man that wants me to go higher than him, aside my dad. He has been doing everything in his care. He paid my tuition fee.
Interesting.
Yes, he paid my tuition fee.
I'm not trying to attack them or making them feel guilt. In some ways, my answer is yes. Most people were there physically. Some people followed up with calls. If we were to talk about like financially, we didn't really need that kind of help. But in terms of emotional support, I think a few people did quite a lot, even till now. But in the broader sense of it, I think my answer is still no. Just because like I didn't really feel we had the need.
Well, for me, the case is different. And I think a part of it is on my end.
The thing is, you are not that close to them.
Yeah, I'm not.
You are just steering from afar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really have a personal relationship with all our extended families. And I think, like I said earlier, a part of that fault is on me because I prefer to be in my space. And even my immediate siblings have gone now when I need them to do something. Popsy had already trained us to that stage where everybody can be independent on their own. But you're not entitled to anybody's thing, But for the relatives, I didn't see them.
There's a certain people that I look at and I'm so grateful for how they stepped up. And there's a certain group that I thought that's where that would have come from. But for the ones that have stepped up, so grateful. I just felt like there were certain things we didn't need to have dealt with. There were adults that should have stepped in to deal with for us, especially regarding how what happened. Why are you putting the burden on the person that just everybody's dragging me here, That it was irritating. Why shaking it come and do that. And my friend stood up and she was like, what is it? Like, are you blind? You can't see what just happened. And that was when a few people now stepped back.
90% of everything that we've done, or let me say 80, because we got a substantial amount of support when we lost our dad and we wanted to do his
final burial.
But apart from that time, every other thing like school, like housing and everything, I'm not saying this. I'm not trying to be entitled, but I just feel like they could have done better. Well, but I don't know what they are going through. I might just be judging from afar. And our daddy's family side too. Those ones. Let me not go there. But I think the people that actually have our back, we know that these people, they have our back. I won't say the support is enough, especially from our daddy's side. Nah, the support is not enough. We need help. Sadly, we don't have anybody to call on. We probably just did it ourselves. My name is Oshina Oluwatose. I'm an entrepreneur and I'm also a mobile videographer. Here with me is my sister. Well, Jesus. Does everyone have to do that?
No, so you don't think I'm your younger
sister.
Just say big sister.
Okay. And here's my sister.
Big sister.
And here's my big sister.
My name is Oshina Okikioluwa. You can call me Kiki. I'm a master's student in public health. And here with me is my baby brother.
Jesus. What's baby in this brother? Not having both parents is like you being lost and having to figure things out by yourself. I remember when I was in school, nobody really called me, like maybe from home. And it was kind of hard. I'm going to cry. Jesus. And I don't plan to cry. Jesus. Like when I was in school, like I didn't have like people to check up on me, like maybe ask.
Can we get tissue?
I don't feel my hand for you. Jesus. It has to be when I was in school.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's okay.
And I see people receive calls from their parents.
Hey, God.
Not having like parents is really tough. You having to be accountable to people that were not there in the first place. Like maybe if you want to do something, you have to go through one person. Before, it wasn't like that. It would just be you and your parents that would know. But now you have to be accountable to them. Instead of them to just understand that, okay, these people are just getting used to this life. Like, from the onset, you can't just expect us to know all these things. It's not like we have lived this life before. It's really hard.
I have felt pressure to become the new parent.
Wow, it's an amazing journey being a new parent.
dad.
Thank you, my love. But it has been a very amazing journey being a parent. Based on the legacy my dad has built, I'm doing my best, as in I'm the best thing that can actually happen to those kids.
I'm no parents, nobody. Are you serious? No? You didn't feel like you had to step up and take care of me?
I felt like that, but I didn't think I felt pressure.
Okay.
We are lucky to an extent that we're already kind of stable and
Yeah.
okay after when they passed.
Let me tell you something that
So apart from you not paying rent in my house, what else again?
I've not felt any pressure because I think right from time, I've always taken care of you people. Since I was in JSS3, there was no pressure. It was just like I was just flowing with everything, except when Momsy died, then I had to now be the parent
You've not
in
felt
full
any
force.
pressure?
I've not really felt. I feel like I've just grown into it. There was no
Okay,
pressure.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
For me, I didn't need to step into any parental role. I have elder siblings.
You have to, and I need to come up with this. Yeah? You are not taking up on your nephews.
No, I don't really know how to look for people. I'll try.
These are your nephews.
Yeah, I know.
They can decide that, they can't you want my beloved.
I don't mind.
You don't mind, but you're not getting closer. Huh?
See, that reaching out is stressful. I'll try. I'll do better.
something happened that time, like, I had to pay my school fees again. And you didn't have money at the time because we had just done funeral and everything. And nobody had money. I didn't have money as well because I was making money, but I'd made the money and I'd given it to daddy. And he died with it in his account. And I had to look for that money from scratch. And for the first time, it dawned on me that, bro, you're fucking on your own, man. I don't think I've ever cried as badly as I cried. And it's because I know that for you guys to not be able to step in at all that period, that was the first time since secondary school that they had printed my name for defaulter. Like I went to class and my name was on a list of people that had not paid school fees. And God being so kind, they moved the exam by a week. And that was my saving grace. I was like, that made me kind of want to jazz up and I have to hustle, I have to. But after that, like when we became more settled, you started doing things for me that you don't have to do. Like, and I was like, it's so sweet. What do you mean I'm living in Lagos? I'm not paying rent.
So you don't want to outgo your last born position?
Who want to drag it with me before? I don't understand. I don't understand. She was great. Even if I'm 50, I'm still in last born. I beg. That's how I'm going to come up on my body.
For real.
I've not felt any pressure actually. But there are times that I'll be like, okay, like, because I have two younger brothers, I'll be like, okay, I need to step in, like, do this. Like, if our mom was here or if our dad was here, we'll probably do it this way. So I'll just want to feel that space that, okay, so that they won't feel it too much that they don't have parents any longer.
I remember when I was in school, and it was you and Statokbe and Stabola that literally pushed me through with all of my school fees and all of that. You guys are really, really supportive. And I knew before I finally, because once I finished with school, I made up my mind that I'm no longer asking my siblings for money. That's why you notice that since I graduated, I'm no longer in your DM. So I said I'm not going to ask them for things anymore. But before then, they were really, 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 really helpful.
And when I tell you that I need something, like you step up to it. So, because at first I had this intense fear, oh my God, my safety net is gone. But I know that if push comes to shove, I've got you. Like, and I tell people that I don't have parents' money, but I have my brother's money. Wallah. We didn't come for money at all. But if you fail, daddy will catch you. And I missed that. As in, life just the true blow. I say, God, I beg. I can't even pack my load and say, I'm going home, I'm not doing it again. I don't think I tell you that enough. I'm very, very grateful for that. Like, and sometimes I feel bad for you because I'm like, I don't have anyone. Can you defend me?
And I really appreciate you for, they always say you this thing. I don't need to talk out for you. I really appreciate you.
Thank you,
Being
at
a
least.
great father and a brother.
Thank you. At least we got good value for our money. Coming out with a first class. I think I need to congratulate you once more. Overall best students.
Everything you just said. Shall I do pay for the lights meter in the house? There's no meter.
I don't care about it. When I know something is really worrying you is when you come and wake me up early in the morning to talk. I say, it don't be. And that's why I try my best. Like, I might not have a lot, but when anything you ask me for, I used to tell my people, there's only one person that can touch my savings for in this life. It's my brothers. Outside that, I don't have money, man.
I have regrets about something I didn't do with our parents while they were here.
I think there are quite a number of things I did not get to do. This kind of create like a negative view of boarding school for me. But I was never really at home. It was just only primary school, and that time we were obviously not that deep yet. Secondary school, 6 years, boarding school. The only time I got to stay with them a bit was maybe a few months before uni. Almost like 11 years after I was done with them. And immediately I started my business, moved to Lagos and the rest. So I did not feel very much connected to them enough. I kind of felt like, we have time to do that later. Even when we moved out of the house, they were always begging us to come home. There was time Daddy would be the rule that at least once a month you must come home. I always take that drive every time to make sure I just try to see them at least once a month. I just wished maybe I spent a bit more time. I promised mommy that I was going to expand our business for her. I mean, I was not able to do that for them while they were still here. And
I hate that I don't have a personal picture with Dad. Or when I'm grown. The pictures I have was of my naming ceremony when I was still a child, and on, I think, Mom's first year remembrance that we took in front of our burial ground. And we were so close. Like, I spent so much time with Dad. I don't know how maybe I was expecting him to stay longer.
Yeah, nobody was expecting to go.
No. I spent so much time with Dad, and I didn't even think that I needed to have a picture with him. So it still aches my heart that couldn't happen.
A week or 2 weeks before Mom passed, she wanted us to come and spend time with her, but we were saying, we'll come. Our grandma called us to come and spend time with her, but we didn't go. I wish we went there. And again, I wish we took more pictures, more videos.
Yeah, there's something I think about often. A week before what happened, you were supposed to come home.
I was supposed to come home that the week before.
Yes, and then you just said, I'll come next week.
Yeah.
And every time I thought about it, I was like, I wish we had like the blessing of time in the hindsight. Because I know that week before would have meant a lot to you.
Even the times I went home.
You used to keep to yourself.
Yeah. I was always in the room alone. I think mommy would come inside the room trying to gist. Yeah. But because we've not really bonded that much, there's really not so much to talk about. I'm also very introverted. She'll sit down, try to gist at the time, just to get boring, there'll be nothing to say. She'll just stand up and leave.
I would say what I regret is when she fell sick. She has actually dealt with one sickness that was even worse than the one that took her. So I was just reluctant that she'll be fine, that she'll come around. I didn't even think about maybe she was going to die or something. Only for us to go and things went south. By the time I got to see her, she couldn't talk. She was on a wheelchair. I was just like, how did we get to this stage?
I'm very extrovert. I'm a yapper. And I think because of that, there was so much to talk. Jesus. Imagine leaving your parents for like a year plus. And mommy likes to gist. You know that. Bro. When I come back from school like this, she will leave her shop and come home. We'll stay there for an hour by just talking.
And then another one is I was planning a birthday for you. Know that he doesn't have a particular birthday.
Yes.
But I just knew that it was always up with this January thingy. Yeah. So I was already planning that I was going to have a surprise birthday for Dad in January. And he had the audacity to die in September. Like, he had the audacity to die in September. So it still pains me. I feel like Daddy labored all through his life.
Yes.
That man literally worked and worked and worked. And when it just looked like it was almost time for him to start having little tangerine from his labor, it just packed up. It's sad.
And I don't know what happened for her. I'll tell her something that I would think she would shout about, and she'll call me and say, don't want to talk to me. And she made it a thing. At first, I was like, hold up.
What's going on here?
What's going on?
Iron lady.
Yes, because there was a fear of, I'll tell you something that you shout. But they became so cool. And this is so funny because my friends in my master's year that met our parents cannot relate to what you just said. They were very cool with them. Oh my God. And I think it's because they had an empty nest. Everybody left home. So it kind of dawned on them that, okay, they need to draw closer to their kids.
I wasn't given the chance to celebrate him. It went too early. The only time I had to marry with my dad was when he was becoming a chief.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we just did it rampantly, okay, we'll let it just come and go, hoping that maybe the 4th or the 5th year anniversary will make, it will come in that limelight, but it wasn't.
Played him off. Why?
And most of the achievement I achieved with him has been on standby ever since he went. So I believe had he been he is still around, I would have done more. So that's just it.
I think that they passed before we started making good money. And this is something that hurts me a lot, in terms of, I don't think it's a regret because it's not something I had the capacity to do. And I did it to the most of my ability at the time. But the way we are now, how comfortable we are now, they deserved it so much.
I think we're just...
I'm not making your type of money yet, but I'm making money that I can do anything that mommy wants for her.
Yeah, now.
Do you get what I'm saying? It hurts. And when I see people doing all these challenges with their parents, and because I know we had parents that were very cool, I know that these are things like this, dress your mommy like you. I don't need to beg her. Sometimes I'm jealous, when I see people just doing things with their parents, because I know my parents had that was their personality. They would have easily, because we left the struggle space. The reason why we didn't spend a lot of time sometimes was not because we couldn't. It was just, we were just hustling to meet end meet. And it hurts a lot. Well,
I have the urge to be overprotective of you because I am afraid of losing a third person.
I don't feel any urge to be overprotective of you. But I don't think I can exist in a world where you don't exist. See, I am God. I say, God, babe. I will actually run mad.
You are one of my number one priority when it comes to protection. I should protect you so that you won't get harm. Yeah, I should be in that place to protect and guide you.
Anytime you are going out, especially for those parties that you're gonna shoot, don't take the twins. That's when you now pack them inside a car. You now be driving them to where you are going to at midnight. You come back and meet at maybe around 4 a.m. again. I'm like, why?
It's a nice party now.
It's nice party, but I don't like it. Oh,
okay.
I don't think I'm overprotective of you in any way. But obviously, I care about your safety. Definitely, I don't want to experience anything remotely close to that. After the entire thing happened, that was the period where you're in and out of the house. I was always thinking that, what if you were there on that day?
I was supposed to be there. What you mean?
It became almost like a fear, and it contributes to the reason why I never want to go to that place.
I don't exactly feel the need to be overprotective, although I get scared about losing a third person. That's why the answer to the question was kind of contradictory for me. I dread the thought. In fact, I never want to think about having to lose you. That's why when we had that fight, every day of my life, I was so sad. I'm like, oh my God, I am pretty, I'm not in good terms. We're not in good terms. Well, I really appreciate the fact that you took the bold step. You've acted like the bigger person and made sure that we got it sorted. So yeah, I'm not overprotective, but I'm very, very scared of losing a third person.
Especially maybe if anyone is trying to ride you, I will just go and meet the person. Sorry, what happened? What is the matter? I'll go and meet them. I'll go and face them. But if it's for me, I might not be able to face them. But for my siblings, I'm always there.
I think I started reacting like a year after. When that time I went to therapy, and one of the things that was able to pull me out of it, because I kept thinking of how would Dayo survive if I am not here, especially if I hurt myself or I do something. And it was one of the things that was able to pull me above water.
I trust your decisions. I know whatever you do, you'd always think about us, and you think about yourself that, okay, this thing I'm doing, is it good for me? So I don't think I've ever had the urge to be overprotective that
If our parents were stricter African parents, I won't be here. Because I had school. Daddy was so comfortable with me missing school. We were on set. We were shooting a music video.
Yeah.
Can you remember? I had a lecturer that wanted us to be in class that Monday, compulsory. Daddy was, and mommy was supposed to go for a checkup. So daddy was the one taking her. He wrote on the hospital thing that I was the one taking her so I could get excused out of school. He drove me to school by himself. That was the last time I saw him, to drop that letter. And he was like, don't worry, go and do what you want to do. He called me that day. I said, I'm still here, we're not done. And he said very clearly, if you finish past 12, don't come back. Gini 5, coma board. That's wake up at 5 and be coming. That's the only reason I didn't go home, because I had a test. I was supposed to be there.
but you don't have to be saying, oh, Lilo, oh, Lilo, shaking it.
Have I ever said that to you?
There are
It's
times
only
that
twins.
exactly you be like,
They're not even up to 18 yet. So what do you
they're
expect
almost
from me?
18. There are times that there's a party going on in our side. Like maybe they are bringing these big artists. Daddy and mommy will not allow. You won't go. But me, if there's any, like maybe a superstar is coming around, I'll just want them to maybe experience it, so that even when they go out and they're on their own, those stuff wouldn't move them that much that, okay, is he this artist? They will go because they want to go, not because someone is forcing them that, let's go to this party now, this person is coming, blah, blah, blah. I want them to experience the things that I wanted to experience when I was their age.
I wish they were here to see what we've achieved and what we've become.
There are moments that we just be like, I wish this woman was here to just, like when I graduated from uni, when we finished a project that she started, and how we have been able to maintain our business, how proud she would be.
I used to remember when we were small. I was in primary 6 as at then. He called us, so he was now telling us that at the graduation, he will present him a car or something like that. I know even if he's alive, he might not be able to present it, but him being there to like celebrate that, they motivate no, it's really this thing.
I think most of all, mommy will be so proud of you. A lot of times when I think of you, like in how you are now, I try to see from mommy's eye, because she had this, she had this innate conviction that you were meant to be something so, I never understood it, but she was just like, you see this boy. So she'll be in awe. And I always think about it that to some people where we are is normal, but to us, we know where we're coming from. Not only have you done what you've done it without any path to follow, any connection, any financial help. We love you, but we don't get past emotional support.
Even while we were coming this morning, we were like,
Yeah.
Mom still was here now.
I swear.
So it would have been very nice just being in the car together.
When I was a child, there were some things that I would always imagine. Me in my car, driving my mom, like we having it. Just like, it happens when I see a really nice car. Like if I see a really nice car, I'll just like, when I grow up, maybe I'll just buy this kind of car. And my mom will just be beside me and we'll be talking about, like we'll just be gisting. Like moments like that, it comes like constantly, like, I wish mommy was here. I wish daddy was here, like.
There's this void that I feel like will be filled if after my achievements, I hear Popsy be like, I'm so proud of you. Or Mom says like, I'm so proud of you, and all of that. That thing still lingers in me that I wish these people were here to see how their child is doing.
It's just very sad that, how do you say it in Yoruba? I don't know how to speak Yoruba, but when you have to jail one more. Exactly.
It's very painful. I can't lie, because it wasn't far at all. Like it was like this.
Like anytime I see nice lace, shoes and bags, I wish I can just buy for my mommy on her birthday, or maybe a birthday surprise. Let's just surprise her with something very nice. But anyways, we move. But I'm very sure she's so proud of us, especially me. She's so proud of me.
Because she's not proud of me.
She's very, very proud.
She's not proud of me.
Me, say your own. That was only your own.
Like they say, if the dead really can see the living, I know they will be proud.
And again, for me, I think growing up and becoming the best version of that, those is loops. I believe I'm making amends because I grew up to see most of them and I know. So I'm making amendment to just make sure that I'm a better person. Though he's the best, so I'm just trying to be a better
than the best.
Yeah, better
Makes
than the
sense.
best.
Here is an open prompt. You both get to ask each other one question each.
When will you marry?
You are so annoying. You don't have to take care of me.
Where do you want to serve?
Honestly, even myself, I don't know. I would really want to serve in maybe Ibadan or somewhere far from home.
Oh, it's not anytime soon. Though. I'm so sorry to break your heart, man.
Why are you sorry?
It's not anytime soon, man.
If you were to come to this world again, would you choose your siblings to be your siblings again?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Now you buy a car for me.
Lucky my house. But we have our agreement.
I know we have our agreement.
When you're ready now.
I'm ready now. I told you that time that I was ready now.
You're not fulfilling your part of the bad.
Serious. I think that you need to see the vim in which I'm suffering for you to help my life.
Based on the last fight that came up in the family, if I had not come in the way I came in, is that the way you guys
Never.
should have let it go?
Never. It wasn't going to happen.
So, like, how long will it happen?
It was definitely going to happen. I don't know when, but I know it was definitely going to happen
But do you
because
know-
I was literally fighting myself. It was eating me up, but I was still angry because well, at some point I started to rethink that, okay, you've not heard this other side of the story, so don't just make judgment. So that's the part where I started like rethinking things. If you hadn't come to like try to sort things, I would have.
Do you think I'm living a good life?
You are now. To the best of my knowledge. That's how I'll answer it. Exactly.
What do you mean to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, to the best of my knowledge.
What don't you know that
I
is the
don't.
best of your knowledge?
If I don't know any, if there's no say I don't know, then yes, the answer is yes. Yeah, you're doing very well. Doing very well for yourself. So I don't have any concerns. If I had any concerns, I'll have told you.
Things like this will definitely come up again. Let's try to listen from both ends. Communication matters, really. It really matters. The more the distance, as in the timing of the communication, the more we go apart.
Is there something I do that you don't like or you wish I'm doing better? And is there something I do that you like?
The fact that you're hardworking, I like it. You know, I'm also a very hardworking. So when I see someone hardworking, something I don't like, the fact that you don't
Reach out. Do better.
Please do better. You can do better. I understand the tight schedule, but you can still, even if it's chat, it goes a very long way.
I'll do that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No matter what life brings, I would always have your back.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Loki, if you want to stay in my house forever, you know that you always have a space. That's how much I got you.
Yeah.
You don't even have to say it.
We don't get choice.
I know that you have our back. We have each other's back, like all of us.
We had our first fight last year and I'm glad that it got sorted.
There are only very few people that I'm really living my life for. I don't really do so much. I
didn't beg you to do much.
don't go out. I don't have friends.
Are you not,
so much
are
friends.
you not bored?
I'm not bored now. I'm working. My phone is when I'm working.
There are sometimes that I'll just sit down and I'll be scared. I'll be scared about life that, hey, Jesus, how are we going to make it out of the trenches? Like, how are we going
Out of the trenches.
Yes, now. But I'll just sort of rest my mind that, okay, I have these people around me. At least if one person will make up, one person will help the other and make up. Like,
Let me apologize on national TV that I really, really do not like how I handled the whole matter. I should have done better. I apologize for that. But that aside, even when we were not in talking terms, I still loved you. I still wanted the best for you. I still was rooting for you, and I still dreaded the thought of losing you.
Apology accepted.
Do you know we should do something?
What?
Live life the way I live life.
I can't breathe.
Me, I can't breathe the way I live. Why are you always inside? What do you mean?
So when I want to relax, I travel. You get, I just go to one city that
Nice. So
I've never been
every
to
time
before.
you do your multi-city tour, I say, Wawati, why?
100%, I got you. You would never see yourself stranded. Even though sometimes I form hard guy, like you come out and be like, I don't care. That's your personal
No,
problem.
that's
That's your personal problem. But if push comes to shove,
Yeah.
like, yes, what am I using my resources for or whatever?
I always have everybody's back. They never even bone anybody. Inside all of us, we see, with all the suffer, we don't suffer. We can't see, we don't have this person's back. If I give you blue for that back.
I pray that I have kids that can actually grow in the way and manner you are growing. I wish so, because I have peace of mind. And every parent will always want kids that, even when they are far abroad,
Yeah.
they bring peace of mind. So I think you are one of the best.
Yes, I have my question for you
Okay.
now. Why don't you receive calls and respond
It's
to
not
the text
calls, it's
message?
messages.
It's annoying.
You know I've apologized. I've had this conversation. I really hate text messages. Call me. I know.
I've told you compromise.
I've told you where to reach me now.
Anywhere I reach you, shall I respond?
We have each other's back.
Like always.
Remember when Momsi died and some people came to meet me and they were like, your siblings, if you cannot stay together forever,
Fight.
there will be fights.
There will
This is
be this
business. People will fight over it. This one, and we have been maintaining it very well, and we have been doing very well. I got you people for life.
I don't know.
But yeah, I got you. You know now. Do I have to tell you again?
You got me, I mean.
Forever.
Can't
and ever.
recharge the meter in there.
Oh, God.
Thank you for doing this with me. I didn't think I learned any new thing about my brother. It just reaffirmed the things I had known about him before. He's still the sweet person that I know, the one that cares and is very intentional about me. Okay, yeah, if there's the new thing would be that he's more proud of me than he lets me know. And he would like his children to live that kind of life. That's like a big deal, so.
I don't think I probably learned anything new. It just reaffirmed that we actually felt the same way, even though we didn't really dwell on it so much because we were trying to avoid.
I think just hearing him speak about it is also very... My brother does not talk a lot. A man of few words. So I really appreciate when I hear his thoughts and I hear his feelings and I hear how he's coping or how he's handling everything.
Coming to this show make me feel this kind of relief that comes with speaking up as a man. You know, there's this popular saying that, "Na man you be, just let it go because you are a man, you don't have to speak more." Coming to this show at least made me pour out some of the things tying me down emotionally.
I say if you're going through a feeling like this, maybe you just lost someone, I want you to be true to yourself. Let no one dictate to you how you should grieve. People will tell you they understand, but they truly don't understand. They don't understand. They only feel like they understand.
If you're going to crash out, crash out. But also, don't let it derail your future. The choices that you make because of this pain that you have and in the time seems justifiable, you will still meet the results in front.
To everyone out there that say have both parents, even if it's just one, make sure you call them regularly, make sure you take pictures and videos with them, and make sure you make them happy,
Especially
support
on their
them
special days,
on their
birthdays,
birthdays, anything they are doing, just
forever.
exactly, don't be here forever. Take videos and pictures.
I promise you will need it.
Talking from experience.
I made a film about the entire situation. You see, everything you say, I'm always working. When I was just having fun, in some way I was able to turn what I was grieving about.
And a very brilliant film, you guys. It was everywhere in the world.
To something that opened opportunities for me, like film screening in America, Toronto,
Cannes.
Paris, Cannes, and the rest. So,
Yeah.
thank you.
You know I got you.
I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. I'm always going to be there.
I got you.
And I love you
I
so
be
much.
here for you. My fault. My fault.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for being a...
Thank you for being an amazing brother.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
you. I love you. I love you.
Thank
I
you
love
very much.